Yasu! Yasas Kalimera! I'm super excited for this episode because I'm here on the Lamani and Nafaktos, where I've been staying here in Greece for the past month. I just want to wrap up this trip by talking about everything I've done for the past few weeks. So let's get into it. After my friend Sarah left, the first thing that I did was go to Athens and I went to go see an amazing show of Michael Bolton and Antoine Ramos. Michael Bolton sang amazing songs like Stand By Me and other classics that you've heard of before, and you should go check that out because it's absolutely amazing. And the show was actually performed in the Odeon of Perdis, Atticus, if I'm pronouncing it right. So if you're ever in Greece and you're in Athens and you want to see something artistic and nice, musically inclined people, go see that. So after that, I went to Parga and I went and saw a couple more islands on the Ionian side of the Greek country. I went on this amazing horseback riding tour with my abuelita Teresa, where we were riding in the Archean River. And it was so amazing. It was an hour ride with the horses and everything like that. And it was absolutely beautiful. I've never seen water clearer in my whole life. We also went on this boat and we saw a couple other islands, which I'll list here below. That was the most bluest water I've ever seen. I literally was swimming with fish and it was amazing. I remember going to Paxos and Antipaxos. Antipaxos is this really tiny island and Blue Lagoon was actually filmed there, which is amazing. And I was trying to catch fish the whole time. I was swimming like Aqua Woman. I was embodying mermaid. I loved it. From there, I went to Delphi, which is called the center of the world or the center of the universe, which is where this oracle is that Zeus put two eagles to go all the way across the world and meet in the middle. And wherever the middle was, he put this rock. And that's how he depicted what the center of the world was. And people used to go to this oracle to have their future told or see what the future was like. It was so beautiful. There's so many things that you could see there, from architecture to the museum itself. I highly suggest going there, and it was an amazing day trip. On our way back from Delphi, we stopped at Galaxy, which we didn't really get to see too much because Delphi was a long day. Again, amazing. It's equivalent to like walking up the Acropolis. You're gonna have to wear sneakers, okay? But we stopped at Galaxy, and there are beautiful boats and beautiful ports. I highly suggest going there to have a little coffee or just to see the beautiful view. You can go to the end of the port and you can sit there and stare at the ocean and see the beautiful view of the blue water and also the land that goes across. It is the most beautiful view I've ever seen. Pause, there's wind. And when we stopped there, we got a little coffee and some tea just to stop and see the place. It was beautiful and I would highly suggest going back, and I will be going back to it as well. Side note, it's also really windy here on the Lamani today, so I apologize if the audio is a little bit choppy, but I felt like it was appropriate to film this last episode here in Greece on the Lamani because it's just so beautiful and another port that I've been able to hang out at for the past month. One really fun part about being here in Greece is that there's a lot of beautiful beaches, obviously. You know, I've been swimming and you know I'm embodying mermaid while going swimming in these oceans. So I went to another beach that's here near Nafaktos called Iliadou, and I got to go paddleboarding, and I went out so far that I didn't think I was gonna be able to return, but it's actually amazing being able to paddleboard in the ocean, and it's like almost like a river. That's something I will take away from this trip that I really enjoyed because I do like the water quite a bit. But I also went to another beach called Monastiraki, which is about 30 minutes here from Nafaktos, and I was able to see this little private beach. It had rocks and things like that because there's sometimes rock beaches and then there's sometimes sand beaches. I like both. It depends on what you like, but the water in general in any beach is going to be beautiful. It's going to be clear and it's going to be blue, and you're going to be swimming with fish. Trust me, it's amazing. But I really liked Monastiraki because it was a little tiny, small, private beach that I went to. I got to go swim around. I went down and swam with more fish. I seem to like to swim with fish. I don't know why. The other thing I really loved about Monastiraki was that we got to stop and eat by the port. It was a beautiful view. We got some shrimp. They weren't my favorite shrimp, but I really thought they were the cutest shrimp, and I got a really fun picture of him trying to swim back to the sea because I felt some type of way about these cute little shrimp. The food was good. I got some zucchini and some really good Greek salad. That's a staple here. Everybody gets Greek salad with a piece of feta on top of it. Another fun part about this trip was my papu has this thing called a chorrera in his place. I've only used it a couple times while here, but the one time I used it was after the beach the one day, and it's this cold water that just rushes onto you when you're hot or like came back from a run or just worked out, something like that. So I wanted you to check out a video of me using the chorrera. It's amazing, it's fun, and it was honestly something my papu really enjoyed seeing be used, so I'm happy I got to make him happy by using the chorrera. Another fun thing that I didn't expect to do while here in Greece was learn a new skill besides learning Greek, which I have been going to Greek lessons. I went to 4, but I got to learn a fun little skill, which I'm still practicing, of learning stick shift. I wanted to tell everybody it is not easy, but that's something I can't wait to come back to the States and tell everybody that I practice learning stick, because most people have manual cars here, and so I have to learn one day. I might as well do it now. And my papu taught me how to drive initially and told me to just go. I thought that this was perfect for me to have him teach me while I'm here in Greece. It ended up being fun, so check it out. Couple other things I want to mention. When you're here in Greece, you're going to see so many animals. The squirrels in the United States are like the cats here in Greece. You're going to see cats and dogs everywhere. You're going to have so many fun little pets that you're going to see. They're like your friends when they come up while you're eating or while you're going down the mountain. They'll follow your car. You're going to make some fun little animal friends. And to wrap up this trip, I will be going back to Athens for a few days because I have a surprise trip to Spain, and I'm going to try and cover it in another video. I hope the stories I have to tell taught you a little bit about the Greek culture. I had a blast hanging out here with my papu and meeting a lot of people, learning Greek, eating a lot of lamb, eating a lot of feta, and just enjoying the culture and the opas. I also want to say thank you everyone for listening. I know the audio is bad here. It is so windy, but I had to show you this beautiful view. It's incredible. So thank you so much for watching this episode of Rachel's Reality. Don't forget to subscribe and comment below, and I'll see you next time when I'm in another part of this world. Mwah.